Hey guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews and welcome to another reading vlog. Today it is Tuesday, March 9th. I am finishing up my work day. Today has been a really good work day. I did get a lot of stuff done, but also I had yesterday off, so I'm coming back feeling very refreshed. And now I'm almost done, and I honestly did a lot, but at the same time took it easy. So I'm really pleased with today. Also, the weather is super nice here in Michigan right now. It's like 55 degrees out, which for some is like ridiculously cold still, but for us it's basically summer, and I have my window open and it's just really great. So let's talk about the reading that I want to do this week. I have some big plans, but I think it can happen. I say it every week. Let's see if it's true this time. So for one, in my last vlog, I did start A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I am feeling a little lukewarm on this book. To be honest, right now it's kind of like a 3-star. It's interesting. I'm going to keep reading it. We'll see how it goes. This I am reading for my staff book club. So I think next Tuesday is book club, the 16th. So I do have 1 week from today to finish this. I kind of think I'm going to take my time with it, but at the same time I am invested. So I don't know if I'm going to finish this before starting the next one or not. I then also have These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is for Books with Chloe's Patreon buddy read, and this I do have a audio copy of, so I will most likely be listening to the audiobook as long as I don't hate the narrator. I'm really hoping I don't. I know that Chloe has already started it, and that makes me want to start it because I want to, join in the conversation so far. And yeah, pretty excited about that. And then finally, I hope it can happen, I want to finish Bone Music by Christopher Rice. I have gotten the copy back from my library. I don't think I have a ebook copy anymore because I think I had it from Kindle Unlimited and my trial just ended. I will see if I can get another trial and then read it that way. But yeah, I do have the physical copy. I am going to finish up my workday by having a Animal Crossing hangout meeting with my best friend Sarah from work. We are doing a Animal Crossing anniversary program for the library, so of course we have to prep her island and play the game. I think we might be done with prep work, but it's just an excuse to play Animal Crossing on the clock. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna plan some stuff. We're gonna test some stuff out. We're gonna see if we're ready. The program is in 2 weeks, I think, so we just gotta finalize some things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then once I start reading, I will update you guys. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. I'm currently on my lunch break. Recently got out of the shower, so I'm letting my hair air dry and do whatever it's gonna do today. So I did do a little bit of reading last night after midnight. So I'm now currently up to, I think I'm 48% of the way through A Discovery of Witches. I have to say, this book is so hard to try to talk about with you guys because I really don't freaking know what the heck is going on. I know what's going on, but I don't know what the point of the book is. I think this book is about her figuring out exactly who she is, what she can do, and her powers, as well as finally becoming part of the paranormal world. So she's always fought her powers, and now she kind of doesn't have a choice but to embrace it because she needs to figure out what she can do and how to protect herself. On top of that, we have this vampire Matthew, and we have this society where all the paranormals have somebody to represent them and make general rules for the entire community. So it's this governing board, as you will. And one of the rules is that they can't cross mingle, and I don't know if that's just in terms of relationships as far as romantic or sexual, or if it's completely, because for the most part each paranormal sticks to themselves. Like, yeah, they kind of like mix within like maybe working together or going to the same school, but for the most part like they stick to themselves. But now we have these two characters who not only are starting to have friends that are different paranormals, but also now they are pursuing a romantic relationship, and that for sure has just been called out by the council and they could get in like serious trouble. So there's a lot going on in this book. It is interesting. It's a bit dry. Like it feels like, you know, for somebody who likes to read YA and new adult, because adult feels kind of stuffy, like this feels like an adult book to me. I don't know if I'm going to start reading something else just yet. I think today I may start These Violent Delights. I had to figure out what the book was called. Maybe play some more Animal Crossing because I didn't finish everything I wanted to do yesterday. So I need to go back in time and finish. I do have a question to pose to you guys. So my brother-in-law asked me, to me, like a really silly and ridiculous question, which was like, hey, I'm interested in reading this book. It came out in January, so it's still pretty new. Would the library have it, or is that too new? And I'm like, dude, we get books the day of publication, if not sooner. Like, so I'm wondering, should I do a like library 101 video on my channel where I like talk about like what exactly a library is versus what people think it is if you don't go to the library, and like what things you can get from the library, like what it all has to offer in like a general sense. Because I know like my library is a city library. It has a healthy budget. It doesn't have the budget it should have with population size, but we have a good budget and we use our budget really well. I know that like my library is different, but I can like point those things out ahead of time in the video and be like, here's what my library has to offer, but here's what most libraries offer. And then like, here's what I know about smaller libraries. Like, would that be something that you guys are interested in? Like, how to get a library card? What is a library? What all it has to offer? Things like that. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. But right now, I think I'm gonna find something to eat. I don't know if I have anything like quick and easy to make, which sucks. I may have to wash some dishes, which I need to wash dishes anyway. So I may wash dishes, make something to eat. I don't think I have time to read, but hopefully after work. Hey guys, it is Thursday, I guess night now. It's after 6 o'clock. But I wanted to update you guys because I did start a new book last night, and that was These Violent Delights. I decided to go ahead and check out the audiobook for this, and I am really, really liking this book. So I don't think I mentioned it in this vlog, but I know I told you guys that it's for Books with Chloe's Patreon book club, but to be honest, I wasn't really excited about this book. It's not a book that I kind of like want to pick up or wanted to pick up, but it sounded interesting. I wanted to be part of her book club, so I decided to go ahead and do it. So this book is about two warring gangs in Shanghai during 1926. So it is kind of like a historical fiction that takes place in Shanghai. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling of these rival gangs who sell opium, and it also has like a fantasy paranormal element to it. So basically we have these two warring gangs. I've said this, I feel like I've said that phrase like 80 times now, but we do. And the two who are like the next in line to take over once their parents die is Juliet, and then the other one is Roma. And they had a relationship in the past, but we haven't been told just yet, but for some reason he lost her trust and they broke up, and now it's like many years later, and we have people who on both sides are dying from this like virus that makes you want to kill yourself, and you do kill yourself in like a really messed up way where like claw your own throat out kind of way. So they kind of have to team up together to figure out what's going on. And yeah, so far they have discovered that every body that they find that there are these dead bugs, and the bugs all work in like a hive mindset. Like if you burn one, all the other ones also burn. And they think that that is how this virus is getting passed, is these bugs are getting on you and you end up killing yourself because of them. But there's also this creature that people are seeing that is in the water that has something to do with it. So I'm currently on page 126. I just started last night and I am so into it. Like, I never really thought that I would be into like a historical fiction, gangs, Romeo and Juliet retelling. Like, that doesn't sound like something that I would be into. But actually, I'm really, really into it. Like, Juliet, even though she is a woman, she is so like ruthless. Like, she has a reputation for just like killing people for no reason. And I just, I'm really into this like really pretty woman who's next in line to take over a gang and isn't afraid to get her hands dirty. And so far there's been like a couple instances where she hasn't killed anybody in the book yet, but she's definitely threatened them to a point where like they know she's serious. And I'm really, really liking it. I never thought I would like this. So I just want to let you guys know that I have started a new book because I just want to put Discovery Witches on pause for a minute. The audiobook, I really like the narrator, but for some reason she's whispering. Like, her voice is really low, as if she's whispering. Like, I just picture her, I don't know when this was recorded, but I just picture her being in quarantine and trying to be quiet while family members are trying to sleep and recording this audiobook. You know, like, that's how I picture it, because she's whispering for all of them. It was mostly, I noticed it for the guy, and I figured like that was her way to like get her voice lower, but now I'm paying attention, and the female character, she's also kind of like whispering. It's like a husky, quiet voice. It's strange. So I think I'm gonna start physically reading this, see if I can get an ebook version. That would be even better. But yeah, so I just want to tell you that I started something new and I'm really, really liking it. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys again once I make more progress. Hey friends, it is Friday. I just got home from work. I have not done any reading since I last updated you. So yesterday, I think I updated you. What is yesterday? Thursday? Yeah, I updated you guys. And I haven't read since. My husband wanted to have like a us hangout day and just watch some TV and stuff, so that's what we did. I meant to read once I got in bed, but then I got stuck on TikTok for 2 hours. You all know how it is. So, yeah. It is currently 5:35 at 6 o'clock. Books with Chloe has a live for her Patreons to do like some reading sprints and stuff. So I'm going to be reading more of these Violent Delights. I'm going to read it physically during the live show. Just wanted to update you. Hi, hello. About to do the live show. Really excited. I really love the last one that I participated in. So, yeah. Hey guys, I do not remember the last time that I updated you guys. It has been that long. So now it is Thursday, March 18th. I think it's almost been a week since I updated you. But I'm finally here to say that I have finished these Violent Delights. So before I talk about this book, I am so sorry that it's taken me so long to update you guys. So things got a bit crazy, mostly work-wise. So I think that I mentioned to you guys that we were going to reopen the library for grab and go indoor browsing, and that did happen on Monday. And since then, it's just been very hectic. I worked from home yesterday, which is probably when I would have updated you if yesterday also wasn't a hectic day to work from home, but here we are. Also, I kind of want to just finish this book and then finally update you guys so we can close out this vlog. So out of the books that I still had to finish in this vlog, this is the only one that got done. I do have plans to finish Discovery of Witches probably next week. I definitely want to try to fit it in before the month ends, but it's just not going to happen this week. I'm going to move on to something else, and I'm feeling just a little, not slumpy, but it's like kind of because of this book. So my rating for this book is going to be a 4 out of 5. This book is very interesting. I definitely didn't think that this was going to be a book that I really enjoyed. If it wasn't for Chloe's monthly buddy read, I wouldn't have picked this up, but I wanted to be a part of it, so I did. I'm not really into Romeo and Juliet. I'm not really into retellings about it, but this one just like looked kind of interesting and I really enjoyed it. Now the thing is, this book, the pacing is very, very slow. So if you're not into a very slow paced book that is also more plot than it is character development, this may not be the book for you. So I'm usually more into character development, but I still really enjoyed this book. We have many different characters in it, and I believe it's only going to be a duology, and then there's going to be a spin-off series from what I hear on the internet. And I've heard one of like the biggest complaints is that for it being a Romeo and Juliet retelling, that there's not a whole lot of romance, and there really isn't. It's very small, and it's definitely not the main focus, which I think a lot of people wanted it to be the main focus. I'm normally one of those people, but I was cool with it because I just found it so interesting. I would definitely say that this book is also kind of like a sci-fi fantasy-ish, because we do have this paranormal creature as well as these bugs that are infecting people. It's a whole lot thrown into this book, but I think it worked really, really well. I just think that some of the things should have been fleshed out a little bit more, like more focusing on characters. But plot-wise, I think it made sense. I'm really excited to read the next book, which is coming out in November of this year. So I will be checking that out. The ending is pretty wild, which is why I think it ended up being bumped up to a 4-star, because it was definitely feeling like 3.5, but didn't have those 4-star feels until the crazy ending. And as far as the Romeo and Juliet retelling, on one hand it's kind of loose, and on the other hand it does similar things but then changes them. That's all I'll say. So I liked it a lot. I really like what ends up happening with the whole fake death plot of Romeo and Juliet. I thought it was going to copy that in this book, and it didn't. It changed it, and I really, really liked it, and I can't wait to see how that plays out in book 2. But yes, if you want to pick up something very different, if you normally read books that I read and you want to pick up something very different, I would highly suggest picking this up. I enjoyed it, would definitely read more by this author, and I'm definitely picking up book 2. So guys, that is everything in this vlog. Again, I'm so sorry it took so long for me to finish that book, but it did. For those who have made it to the end of this vlog, if you would like to comment a rose emoji to symbolize Juliet and Roma's gangs. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to please give it a thumbs up. Keep reading, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
People say be